An Area 51 scientist made a shocking confession about aliens, UFOs, and anti gravity technology before he passed away. The scientist claims existence of aliens in a bizarre video. He says they're long fingered and they're friendly. On August 7th, 2014, American scientist Boyd Bushman passed away, and for many years he had been working as a senior fellow at Lockheed Martin. And before he passed away, he had recorded a sensational video in which he talked about his work in Area 51, as well as about extraterrestrial space aliens and UFOs. He said, "We now know how to travel to the stars. The Air Force has just given us a contract to take ET back home." End quote. Ben Rich said this June 18, 1925, January 5th, 1955 is when he lived, former head of Lockheed Skunk Works, and as a senior research engineer, Boyd Bushman worked for Lockheed Martin, Texas Instruments, and Hughes Aircraft. He was regarded as one of the inventors of the Stinger missile, and he spoke on camera about Area 5 and 51, I should say here, advanced propulsion systems being tested there, and he showed pictures of an alleged alien in the images. Bushman had interest in UFOs and anti-gravity technology. Was first noticed in 1999. That's when he appeared on a Discovery Channel documentary about secret aircraft technology hosted by Nick Cook, author and writer for Jane's Defense. He did not express much during that time, but eventually Bushman talked about his personal interest in anti-gravity, and in particular the work of Canadian researcher John Hutchison. Then in 2007, he showed up in a somewhat obscure documentary by David Sereda titled From Here to Andromeda, and in it, Bushman discussed more of his ideas about UFOs and anti-gravity. He talked about his anti-gravity experiments, and he referred to Bob Lazar, the original Area 51 whistleblower who claimed to have worked on a project called reverse engineering a UFO. Now, according to MUFON spokesperson Alejandro Rojas, in 2008, Bushman had taken a polygraph test in which he admitted to have worked with anti-gravity at Area 51, had worked on alien technologies, had examined an alien spacecraft, and had even touched an alien life form. He also said he knew Lazar. Now, in his last videos, he did not claim to have direct contact with alleged alien-related projects, but instead, he said he worked with a team at Area 51. He said to have in contact directly or indirectly with Teller and his group running Area 51 and the equivalent. He presented UFO photos he had received, some of which are ships that are purportedly very near the photographer but are difficult to make out. He showed a picture of an out-of-focus light that he says is what the craft looked like when they power up. Bushman said, "I asked them to tell me about who's flying these things, and they said, fine." Then he presented a series of photographs of an alleged alien being. It looked like what one would expect an alien to look like, with big head and big eyes. He said they have 5 fingers, 5 toes, 2 eyes, and webbed feet. He explained they are approximately 5 feet, 4.5 to 5 feet tall. They had 1 or 2 of them that were around 230 years old, and we have a total of at least 18 that exist and operate in our facility as Teller set it up. And according to him, the U.S. military is dealing not only with aliens themselves, but also with the vehicles that manage to fly to us. And moreover, in his opinion, a group of specialists is engaged in alien technologies acquired in various ways 24 hours a day. However, these pictures were first posted by Hutchison, the anti-gravity researcher in Canada that Bushman referred to in the Cook interview. Hutchison posted them in 2008 and said he received them anonymously from a man he believed to be in the CIA. Quickly, several people identified the images as looking like an alien doll that was sold at Kmart, and many of these people posted their pictures online, and it does look like the same alien. At least a couple of people have suggested that perhaps the government made a doll to sell in Kmart that looked exactly like the real alien in order to shed doubt. a bit of a stretch. Others still insist that although the doll looks very similar, it's not exact, and so the alien in the picture may still be real, and you could take a look and see what you think. Now, Bushman went on to tell the story of his friend who supposedly took down an alien craft and stepped inside, but he said more than often than not, working with an alien technology is dangerous for humans. Bushman said 39 people have lost their lives trying to reverse engineer UFOs, and 19 of those was during a test of the technology a year and a half ago. Although he was a little bit vague about the details, he said they wanted to bring various flying craft near the UFO, and the UFO defended itself, and 19 of the people found their demise. Now, like so many stories in the UFO field, Bushman's is enigmatic. The whole affair could easily be written off as the delusional rambling of an old man. The only thing that causes one to pause is Bushman's background. Why would a high-level scientist begin making up such wild stories? Did he actually work with Teller? And did he ever really go to Area 51? Or were these all tall tales told to him that he believed wholeheartedly? So you make the decision. There's a couple of videos here you can watch. This is on Collective Spark by House and Wise. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. This is by Vicky Verma. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.